Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here. Welcome back to Union Cross. Something crazy happened. I don't understand why they're jumping guns so fast. They just raised the buff cap, but you know, that's a whole nother story. Supernova Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi is out with 2 banners, one for VIP, one for free to play. It not only does the Supernova max out everything. I'm just gonna go into the video, man. I want to rant, but you guys want some information on it. So this is the 2 banners. First thing, let's talk about the banners. Banners, number 1 is free to play. The one on the bottom there, that is for free to play. That is a non-mercy pull Kyrie with a 0.6 something draw odd of actually getting it, where the one on top is for people who purchase VIP, get it in a 10 mercy pull, and not only that, the rates are doubled for her drop. So she has a 1.2 something percentage of actually dropping, or 1.3, pretty close. Either way, they are giving VIP players something more than just a medal that is average or not useful at all. Once in a while, VIP does get good medals, but not really. This is really a good incentive for VIP players. In a way, I'm like, okay, that's a good VIP. But in another way, I'm just like, whoa. This is finally the first big gap between free-to-play and pay-to-play when it comes to just the VIP. Like, VIP has always been like early access, and it still can be just early access. And it's not that crazy because free-to-play can make their times 15 buffs with like the old Kyrie or stained glass medals that don't have overwrites. You guys can just copy with the copycat medal, you're okay. The point is that VIP is getting extra here. You still need 30,000 jewels, but the rates are up and you get a 10 mercy if you buy VIP. Now, I think it's because of the whole loot box system, maybe the whole Belgium situation. If you guys think about it, this is not really gambling, because if you pay $20, you get the medal in a mercy of 10, which means you don't got to keep pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. So maybe they can work around the loot box rules by doing something like this. This might be their workaround if you think about it, because it's not chasing. You're not chasing a prize. You're not chasing the jackpot. The jackpot's in 10 pulls. So they're selling you something, but they're also selling you a VIP package. They're selling you something to sell you something. You pretty much have to buy into it to buy into it. But if they do that, let's say they were hit by the rules. The free-to-play community can't buy jewels, but people can buy the VIP pack. So you're not able to buy Jewel Pack E, which is $140 for a certain amount of jewels, but you're allowed to buy VIP, which lets you have that 10 mercy. So if you were saving up, now you have to buy VIP to get that mercy pull, and then the free-to-play banners might be just non-mercies for special medals like this. So I don't know. That's just a theory I'm having here, so we'll skip on that. That's the banner. Yay, banner. Yay, banner. Oh, VIP. I don't know, man. I don't know. It feels dirty. It feels so dirty. At the same time, though, you guys know my channel is for free to play, so I'll definitely be helping you guys out to make sure that you can get past this whole Kyrie thing. Just like my old past videos, I didn't even use the new Kyrie for a lot of events, including Hades Cup, so on and so on. So I'm definitely gonna work around not having this Kyrie, which is obvious because it's a non-mercy. Below 1% is showing up. Who knows? Maybe I'll get Penelope to pull for me on my free-to-play account. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so that is that is what the banner is. Let's look at what the medal is. First of all, Kyrie looking cute as hell in this. Really good. I love the new design of Kyrie. It looks great. But anyways, let's talk about what she does. So, Robolight, thank you so much for the translations. Like always, buddy. I'm reading this off Discord. Let me scroll that back up so you guys can see the medal. Also, can you guys see everything? Let me scroll that up right about there. There you go. Beautiful. All right. So, what does this new Kyrie does? She's a tier 8, costs 0 gauges, has a multiplier of 22.01. She has AoE damage, so she affects everything. This is for her cast. There's 2 things. Her supernova is very important, guys. I'm explaining this in detail. So, she's got 2 kind of attacks. First is just swiping her and activating the medal like you would do with any other medal on your Keyblade. It's AoE for 1 turn. She buffs your upright attack by 7 tiers, your general attack to 15 tiers, which is a new buff cap. So perfect general attack up, but not upright attack. So 15 general attack up, your PSM attack up by 12, so not perfect. 15 is perfect, 12 is missing 3, so that means all your power, speed, and magic is going to 12 for your attacking. And then it debuffs the enemy for upright defense by 7 tiers, debuffs the enemy's general defense by 15 tiers, debuffs the enemy's PSM defense by 12 tiers as well. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that this medal also does reverse and upright when it comes to the, we'll talk about that part, man. But anyways, so that is what she does. And then she does the general stuff, which raises the guilt of all medals by 150%. It gets crazier. She increases the enemy's counters by 2, so she doesn't affect counters, but she adds 2 on top. So she does, but she doesn't minus them. That's what I meant. She adds 2 counters to the enemy's blue and red on top of their head. She restores HP greatly, recovers 10 gauges, and she cures status ailments. So she's got everything you want. If you have extra attack on this medal, this is not overwrite, by the way. If you get extra attack, she will survive most likely the next buff cap increase year down the line, 8 months down the line. Who knows what they're gonna do, but it's not overwrite. What happened to the previous Kyrie? The previous Kyrie was just pure, oh, it just got screwed over. Anyways, so this is not overwrite. This can have extra attack. I believe the banner has a trait medal every pull. I could be wrong about that. Correct me in the comment section. Actually, you know what? Let me just look at the banner itself over here. 1 star, 7 star medal per pull, 1 trait medal per pull. Yes, there is 1 trait medal per pull. So that is her swipe ability. Her swipe ability, if you get extra attack or you copy with a copycat medal, all you're missing is 1 PSM strength up, 1 PSM defense down, and you're missing 1 upright strength up and 1 upright defense down on the enemy. So you're down by 1. Oh, sorry, you're only down by 1 on the extra attack for the upright and the upright defense down. The PSM attack, if you do extra attack, it's gonna go to 24, but it only hits to 15, and then the pet combo activates and it goes to 16. So we actually get 16 PSM attack up because of the pet combo. But so her super burst, whew, okay. It gets a little confusing here, but at the same time it doesn't. So her super burst is an AoE attack. It's only for 2 attacks. So when you activate her, she's only gonna hit for that supernova burst. So when you go Supernova Kairi, it's gonna do a big amount of damage. That is 1 activation of all these buffs and debuffs I'm about to talk about. And then the next medal that attacks gets the buff as well. But after that, it's gone. So keep that in mind as I go through this. So overwrites, it's an overwrite supernova ability. Overwrites upright reverse general attack PSM attack to +15, so perfect buffs, and then the pet will make it 16 for PSM. And then it overwrites the enemy's upright reverse general PSM defense down -15 and raises the guilt of all medals by 200%. Does not affect enemies counters, and in PvP this will be activated in the first slot when you're defending. When you're attacking, you choose when you want to activate it, but when you're defending, it activates on the first slot. So let me explain this one more time. It perfectly maxes out everything, guys. It does reverse, upright, general, PSM, perfect buffs, perfect debuffs on the enemy. All you're missing is turtling stuff, but that's not the matter here. We want damage. So it's only for 2 attacks though. So couple case scenarios I want to put in your mind here, guys. If you put this Kyrie in the first slot in PvP while you're defending, you will lose out a lot of damage. You guys want to put it in the other slot. You know what? Let's go to cookstracker.com actually, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay, so let's pretend I'm going to grab one of the new Kyries here, and you know what? Here we go. Let's just pretend that this is not No Heart, and this is Kyrie, the one that says no image. So let's pretend Kyrie's over here, which works beautifully for the fairy stars, by the way. Kyrie is an upright power, and the fairy star starts with an upright power when you're doing your PvE content though. So in PvP, if you put the new Kyrie here, what's going to happen when you're defending and it comes up, Supernova should be activated first. So Supernova is going to go boom right now. It's only for 2 attacks. So Supernova took away 1 of those attacks. Now you have 1 left. And then for the AI, when you're defending, it's going to activate Kyrie. And now your Supernova is gone as well because this Kyrie does overwrite. So in PvP, you don't want to put Kyrie in the first slot. You want to put her in the second slot. Or if you're worried about triple threat strategies, you can put her on the 3rd slot. So Supernova activates and you have your best upright power medal here with extra attack, plus 1000s, all that to do maximum damage, because he's going to get buffed by Kyrie's Supernova, and then it's going to carry over here into whatever you guys want. If you want to put your defense boost 4 max on this, or your defense boost 6, or whatever's in the future, you guys can put one of the foretellers, one of the stained glass medals with defense boost 6 or 4 max, and then it comes to your Kyrie. So now you skip paralysis. So little PvP strategy for you guys here. But if you're not worried about triple threat, then you just put this Kyrie over here, because Supernova takes one of the activations, and then your attacking medal over here takes an activation. And then over here, Kyrie does her buff. If you have extra attack, you got maximum. If not, you're copying her backwards, or you're bringing in a medal that does all the other buffs without overwrite. It's all up to you. And then attack, attack, attack. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks if you have a Kyrie on that setup. You got to make sure that you guys don't put on the first slot, or you totally wasted that Supernova activation. Now, why is this so important that I'm mentioning this Supernova with overwrite? It's overwrite. So this is an overwrite. Kyrie is an overwrite. So when you activate Kyrie, boom, boom, you're good, right? It lasts for the whole turn. But let's say your best attacking medal is over here. Boss Zemnis, extra attack, all that. Supernova activates, you activate Boss Zemnis over here, and then it comes to this turn, or if you have extra attack, it comes back here. All your buffs and your debuffs are gone. Because Supernova is an overwrite, it only activates when you, after the second attack, it's gone. So once you activate it and you attack, you're going to have no buffs or debuffs. So you are forced to use it on your pet slot. And in PvE, you are forced to use it on your friend slot. Let me explain that a little bit better. Activate Supernova, 2 attacks, 1 attack for Supernova, 1 attack for 1 medal. But it's overwrite, so after that it's gone. So you have to activate on the friend medal in PvE, unless your friend medal is an attacking medal that can raise its buff all the way back to times 15. If it can't and you activate it over here, this medal's not going to have any buffs, this medal's not going to have any buffs, and then your friend medal's not going to have any buffs. If you activate on your pet slot, your friend medal's not going to have any buffs. So this is where the Supernova is not totally broken, because it also raises your guilt by 200% on top of it. So you're not just going, oh, max out buffs and debuffs. You're giving that medal an extra 200% guilt bonus. That is a tier 7 on top of already's there. So a tier 7 has 200%. It now has 400%. Think about that. That is huge. That is game changer. And there's certain medals in the game that their base multiplier is bigger than other medal, so it makes them better with that 200% compared to value to value. So that 200% can make something stronger than Supernova Sephiroth, even though it's a tier 7. If it's got a better base multiplier, you guys got to look at that. So it's good and it's not good all at the same time. Whatever medal it activates on, that medal is going to crush it. So you probably don't even need the other medals when it comes to that. It's like, yeah, I got my Sephiroth or I got my Boss Zemnis here. Let's activate that Super Burst, and then he just annihilates everything. You don't even need 1, 2, or 3 medals. But let's say you do need a full rotation. You can't use Supernova until the friend slot, and we all know that the friend slot has a smaller multiplier, as you guys can see, 2.018 compared to the 3s, the 2.9s, the 2.8s. Friend multipliers have lower slots depending on the level of the Keyblade, so you miss a lot of damage because of that. But the workaround is you can just put a turtle medal over here and make sure your Keyblade's all attack medals, so it doesn't matter if this medal gets buffs or debuffs. It's just a turtle medal like Demix or something to just carry your buffs and debuffs for turtle strategies. But that's a little drawback when it comes to the Supernova, is that's only for 2 attacks. It's overwrite, so when you activate it, you lose all your buffs and debuffs after that. So you got to make sure that's the end of your Keyblade, or that's the end of the enemy by that attack. So this is very interesting, very weird. Like I said before, it's not totally lost for free-to-play players, guys. You don't need to chase this. Wait for the Mercy when it comes out. VIP has always been early access. That means down the line, there will be a banner that is free-to-play, and it is a Mercy 10. All I think is that if you're going to give VIP a Mercy of 10, could you not at least give free-to-play a Mercy of 15 or something? At least? Not a non-Mercy pull with lower percentage? Why couldn't it just be a 15 Mercy pull, but if you buy VIP, you get it in 10 Mercy pull? I think that would have been fair. I don't know. I know 45,000 jewels is kind of like crazy for a new buffer, but we've been through worse in the beginning. People spend hundreds of dollars not to get anything, and people spent 40,000 on other medals as well, or even worse. So free-to-play players, we save up. We save up a lot, and we try to go for the best banners, so it would have been nice. But either way, they threw so much at us. Black Friday, those tier 8 deals I told you guys to stay away from, the blue fairies, they took a lot of jewels from a lot of people. So even if this was a 10 mercy, I think a lot of free players probably would have to skip it anyways. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. If you do want to add anything, let me know down below. How do you feel about this? Do you guys think it's crazy that they raised the buff cap perfectly right away on a medal? They didn't even wait. They didn't even give us a medal with like times 10 or times 12 or even times 9. Something just basic. They just went straight into here's a perfect buffer and debuffer. Kind of. Again, you do need to copy it and you do need extra attack. Only the Supernova is perfect, and that's only for one medal. Only one medal, and most likely it's going to be your friend slot. In PvP, your pet slot, which is not bad. Pet slot is like, woo, biggest multiplier anyways. So it is a little bit of an increase. It's not a perfect buffer, and by all means, they can definitely work from here. So it's not times 15 everything. Supernova adds 200% guild. No, it is times 7, times 12, times 15 for general attack, so on and so on. It's not perfect. You need to copy it, and you need to get extra attack on it if you want to do it in one slot. If not, 2 slots. And again, we can just copy our stained glass medals, the old ones, the regular Kyrie with another. So you go your first Kyrie that has overwrite, the new one you guys have, EX plus, and then you guys go new Kyrie or older Kyrie before that one, and you're pretty much at maxed out. Or you go new Kyrie for overwrite, old stained glass to max out the buffs. So you got that going on for you guys. There's going to be strategies. Again, I'm going to help you free-to-play players out as much as I can, including my free-to-play account. So whatever my free-to-play account does, hopefully it helps you guys. And if my free-to-play account is too powerful, I'll definitely show you guys other strategies as we go. But that is a new Supernova Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to go crazy right now. A lot of people are going to be like, oh my god, if I don't get it, I'm quitting. Again, guys, we've been through this phase. We've been through a buff cap. We've been through new buffers, and we've survived. It's not going to be bad. And if it's terrible, whoo, jump ship. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.